Are you ready to turn your business woes into business wins? Hello, I'm Allison Marshall, founder of Wonderlast.com, and today you are watching the first episode ever of From Frustrated to Fabulous. This is a brand new series where I pop in once a week to help people turn a specific online business woe into an online business win. In other words, I take a business-related frustration and give you a solution. And I'm so excited that you're here because today's episode is gonna be epic. Plus, as I already said, it's the first one, so it's kind of like a special moment here. And today's online business woe is how to prioritize your to-do list and figure out what the heck to focus on in your business. So if you've ever thought things like, oh, I'm overwhelmed with my own to-do list. I have so much that I want to do, but then I get overwhelmed and I don't know where to start, so I just kind of end up doing nothing. How is there time for all of this? How do I figure out what to focus on and not just do all the things? Then this episode is for you. Let's dive in. Knowing what to focus on and how to prioritize is super important because if you lack focus, then you're probably going to be focusing on the wrong things. And when you consistently focus on the wrong things, then you're going to be wasting a ton of time and also not growing your business as effectively as you could be. Plus, when you lack focus, it is extra easy to get distracted and fall prey to shiny object syndrome. Oh, I think I'm gonna write a blog post. Oh, what's that they just posted? Oh, maybe I should check that out. Okay, well, this person said I need to do that, so that's what I'm gonna focus on. Ooh, pretty. We don't want that. So, here is how you can get focused and prioritized in just 5 steps. Step number 1, do a good old-fashioned brain dump. Why? Because it is hard to focus when your mind is full of crap and clutter. In order to ditch that frazzled feeling of overwhelm, you've got to start by clearing out the clutter inside of your head. So do this. Grab a piece of paper, do not censor yourself, and then literally just let it all out. Write down goals, projects, things you want to accomplish, experiences you want to have, what you want to eat for lunch tomorrow, how many cats you'd like to pet this week, the things you keep forgetting. I'm talking everything. Step number 2, cull and cut your brain dump. In other words, go through each and every item that you wrote down during your brain dump, cut things, and then prioritize what's left. Why? Because taking on too many things equals overwhelm and less focus. And those things aren't fun. Unless you like to be unfocused. I mean, you might like being overwhelmed. I don't know. I mean, maybe you just like the feeling. So, in order to decide what to cut from the items that you brain dumped, go through each and every item that you wrote down on your paper and ask yourself these 4 questions for each item. Question number 1, is it in line with the purpose of my business and who I want to become? If that item that you brain dumped isn't even in line with the purpose of your business, then you can just give it a good old. Question number 2, how big of an impact can this make in terms of revenue and growth? If you're trying to decide between something that could potentially make you like $500 and $5,000, you probably know which one you should cut. Question number 3, how quickly can I get this done? I mean, is it gonna take you a year to get it done, or is it something that you can get done in, say, 3 weeks? And question number 4, will this benefit me while I'm working on other stuff? For example, is it something that can make you passive income while you're working on other things? Is it something that can grow your list while you're working on other things? Go through each item, make some cuts, and then prioritize what's left. Step number 3 is to pick just 1 to 3 main goals to focus on each quarter. But Allison, I'm an overachiever. I gotta have at least like 7 goals. No. Why? Because too many goals equals too many things, and too many things equals overwhelm. And we've already talked about how you don't want to be overwhelmed, unless you do, in which case you're a little weird. Not that there's anything wrong with being weird. I mean, I like weird. So you just want to choose 1 to 3 main goals based on what you prioritized in the last step. And you just want to make sure that they are specific and challenging, but not too challenging. So for example, one of your goals might be to create and launch a course. Will that be challenging? Yes, it will be, but can you do it? Yeah. Or maybe one of your goals is to start a podcast and to get your first 1,000 downloads. That is nice and specific. It is gonna be a challenge, but is that totally doable? I think so. Step number 4 is to break each main goal down into teeny tiny action steps and then to plug those action steps into your favorite planner. Yes, you really do need to use a planner. Whether it is a tangible one like this. By the way, I designed this planner and it is available for purchase at my site, wonderlast.com. That wasn't subtle at all. Or whether it is a digital planner like Trello or Asana. So literally just sit down for 10 to 20 minutes, look at the 1 to 3 main goals you chose in the last step, and then just brain dump all of the specific tiny little steps you need to take to make those goals happen and plug them into your planner. And now it's time for the last step. Step number 5, at the end of each workday, create your to-do list for tomorrow and prioritize it in terms of what is important versus what is urgent, and do the important things first. Because oftentimes things that can feel urgent, like checking emails or checking your social media or responding to someone on Instagram, can feel urgent when in reality they're not so urgent. I need to check my Instagram. Oh, gotta check my email for the 50th time today because everyone needs a response time of at least 2 minutes or less. Gotta make sure I'm actually liking everyone's comment on Facebook, like now. The important things are things that are in line with your goals. The urgent stuff are those everyday business things like checking email and responding on social media. Those are the urgent things that are usually in line with other people's goals. So at the end of each workday, when you are making your to-do list for the next day, take note of what is important versus what is urgent and do the important things first. And now it's time for a quickie recap. These are the 5 steps to getting focused and prioritized. Step number 1, do a good old-fashioned brain dump. Step number 2 is to cull and cut that brain dump. Step number 3 is to pick just 1 to 3 main goals to focus on each quarter. Step number 4 is to break each main goal down into the teeny tiniest of specific action steps and then to plug those action steps into your favorite planner. And step number 5 is that at the end of each workday, create your to-do list for tomorrow and prioritize it in terms of what is important versus what is urgent, and do the important things, you guessed it, first. And that is how you turn a business woe into a business win. And if you enjoyed this episode and you don't want to miss any of the future value-packed disco dancing episodes, then be sure to do this. Simply head on over to Wonderlast on Facebook by searching for, you guessed it, Wonderlast, like the page, and here's the important part, click on See First from the following drop-down menu so that you always see the latest episodes of From Frustrated to Fabulous and more in your newsfeed. And to take our relationship to the next level, you can also head over to wonderlast.com and sign up for my mailing list. You'll be the very first to know about my latest courses, special promotions, and of course, you'll also get exclusive goodies that only my subscribers get. So stick around because I will be back next week.